aviation will recover, and the commissions and governments and member states already are taking and took significant measures to support these very hard times. The Green Deal started as the heart of the mandate of this commission as a growth strategy, and now it's converted in a good steering to a recovery policy.
Aviation, in my opinion, is very important for economy, for mobility, and for connectivity. Without transport in general, we cannot speak about economical development. It's true that aviation is contributing to the emissions, to the increase of the emissions in general, but I don't think that ETS will bring an improvement. I think that only measures based on technologies will bring improvement in this direction.
We employ 374,000 people in Europe, directly and indirectly, and contribute almost 90 billion euro to the European economy on an annual basis. What's also interesting that we connect almost 1,500 airports, which is 3 times more than commercial airlines do. So maybe small in perception, but we're certainly a significant part of the aviation value chain. It's fair to say that the worldwide business aviation community is continually seeking methods to reduce the environmental impact. Just as an example, in the last 40 years, emissions from business aircraft have reduced by 50%.
We know that climate change is going to be an issue of increasing concern to more people. It's going to be an issue of increasing visibility as climate change itself becomes more prevalent. And the connection between inequality and climate change is going to become more obvious as well. And this is translating into real political consequences. The French Citizens' Assembly is proposing higher taxes on business aviation. Likewise, in Switzerland, that government there has passed higher taxation. This is a real existential threat for the industry.
It's more difficult to take the way for sustainable and digital aviation now because it's a pandemic, but we have to do it. But in the same time, we have to think to the future and to provide a future for this industry.
I would like to see an aviation industry, a sustainable modern industry, a leader in technology, offering a good service, and also remember that the multimodal approach can be also shared by the aviation industry.
And we're talking about 2035, and that gives you, a fair view, I think. What we're doing at EBAA at the moment is we're working on a program which is called STARS, and it stands for Standards and Training for Aviation Responsibility and Sustainability.
However we want the aviation sector to look like in 2035, it depends on what we do in the 2020s. We've got to do the boring stuff this decade around climate targets and investments and legislative measures if we want to kind of enjoy a more sustainable aviation sector in the 2030s. So whatever it looks like in 2035 is very dependent on what we do in our day-to-day job.